my lovelies, I am Madame Butterfly, and it's so cold and snowy outside right now, my lovelies. So it just feels good to curl up by a nice warm fire with some hot tea and a sweet little holiday book, such as A Perfectly Fine Christmas by L.A. Jill Hunt. But before I tell you more about this sweet little tale, let me tell you a bit about the artist of the pen who crafted it.
L.A. Jill danced her way into the world of the author in 2003 with her debut novel, Drama Queen. The compelling characters she created for her books, combined with the entertaining stories she tells, quickly turned into several best-selling books and a following of fans young and old. Perfectly Fine Christmas is her first holiday novel and has been well received not only by her current audience but many others as well. Interestingly, becoming an author was not L.A. Jill's plan for her career. When she was younger, she was very unsure of what she wanted to do professionally and even taught third grade only to discover teaching was not her calling. After a former employer gave her a little nudge into giving writing a try, she soon discovered the world of the author was where she needed to be. L.A. Jill found writing to be a much needed escape because it is like living in a fantasy world she could have absolute freedom in to shape and enjoy. According to L.A. Jill, it does not matter if she sells one book or a million books. As long as someone gets enjoyment out of her stories, she feels successful.
Come on, Wand. Come on. Come on. I need you to work for me. They're getting closer now. Oh, dang. Racing through the snow to escape some trolls. They're not fans of fairy books now. I'm running for my life. Oh, jingle bells. Trolls really smell. Fanny publishers can suck an egg. Those trolls are getting here, trying to kick it in high gear, and the madam got away.
Realms, the Hidden Fairy, available now on Amazon Books. Now back to our regularly scheduled program.
So what's so good about A Perfectly Fine Christmas?
Kendall Freeman is a self-assured, full-figured seamstress and aspiring fashion designer who loves Christmas. Nia Fine, a shy, introverted, plus-size teen, is dealing with the recent loss of her mother and is now living with her widowed grandmother, Claudia, an elitist who criticizes Nia's every move. While Kendall is working hard to make the season bright, planning Christmas parties and whipping up amazing gowns at the boutique where she works, Nia is begging her Uncle Reese, the reprobate of the family, to spend the holidays with her at his mother's home, hoping his presence will make living there a little less lonely. A twist of fate leads to a unique friendship between Kendall and Nia, in addition to a quest to pursue some family tradition that seems impossible to achieve. And Kendall helped Nia embrace who she is and help the family rediscover the true meaning of the holiday season. Is there a possibility of finding her own true love in the process?
I would like to start off telling you about Nia, a young lady whose holiday has turned oh so blue.
16-year-old Nia's holiday season is going horribly. Some years earlier, her father passed away, and recently her mother passed in a tragic car accident. Forced to live with her strict grandmother, who Nia feels does not want her, she starts to get depressed and distant. What I liked about how the author wrote Nia's character involved how Nia is a child dealing with a large amount of change in her life. So naturally, she feels overwhelmed. Meanwhile, her grandmother and uncle are attempting to help her deal with this, but they are failing at it. I will get into why they are not doing a not good job with helping Naya later in the review. During Naya's struggle to regain her own joy, she learns the lesson of having to find courage and strength within herself if she wants to feel accepted and learn to be happy. It was a very nice touch that the author focused on Naya learning that she needs to work on having inner strength to achieve what she wants. Partly because it made the story feel more realistic, because you cannot expect to achieve anything in this life if you do not have faith in yourself. Also, it made Naya's effort to become a stronger person a lot more heartwarming and fun to read about. So what does Naya do to help her grow and become stronger, and who helps her do it?
Naya is so lucky to have a sassy seamstress to help her learn what it feels like to be a winner and learn to have more love and pride in herself. I also like this touch because it was a fairy godmother. Naya would take forever on her path of visualization because fairy godmothers are not straightforward about anything except you gotta be home by midnight.
The name of this helpful seamstress is Kendall. When Kendall was a child, her mother, on a cold Christmas night, showed her the real meaning of the holiday season when she gave her new coat to a woman who needed it. That one act of kindness showed Kendall a little goodness towards others goes a long way. Years later, when Kendall meets Naya, she hears Naya's grandmother go on and on about how Naya is ill-suited to participate in the debutante ball. Kendall can tell that Naya's grandmother's comments is making the poor girl feel worse and uncomfortable. So she attempts to give Naya a little distraction from the stress. Sadly, she does not succeed at this. Later, Kendall is told Naya's grandmother left her glasses at the boutique. Kendall can't shake the feeling like she needs to help Naya in some way, so she sees having to take the glasses over to Naya's grandmother's house as a sign that she needs to take this opportunity to help Naya. When Kendall delivers the glasses, she also gives Naya a special gift and a pep talk that helps boost the girl's confidence. Little did Kendall know that little confidence boost she gave Naya planted the idea in Naya's head that she should participate in the up-and-coming debutante ball. Naya knows jack squat about being a debutante, so she's gonna need some help from our dear seamstress with a can-do attitude who was once a debutante herself. Kendall, in less than a blink, is more than happy to help Naya, but now the question is, will they be able to prepare in time? How on earth did Naya get to participate in a debutante ball at the very last minute? Those things are not exactly easy to get into. Better yet, will Naya even have a dress when it's time for the ball? Discover the answers to this and much more if you grab a copy of this amazing story. Anyone who says fairy tales ain't for grown folk really needs to get out more. Curse of the Frog Prince, parts 1 and 2, available now on Amazon Books.
There's a lot more I would like to say about Kendall, but this is a spoiler-free review, so I can't gush about her non-stop, even though she's my favorite character. Anyway, my lovelies, why don't I tell you a little bit about Grandma and why she's so grumpy?
Naya's grandmother does have more than a little bit of a bourgeois attitude, but as you start reading the story, it doesn't take long for you to figure out that Naya's grandmother Claudia loves her granddaughter very much. She's just a little old-fashioned and is not that great at communicating, which does cause problems with her, Naya, and her son Reese. For example, Kendall helps Reese and Naya decorate a Christmas tree. Claudia secretly watches them until Kendall notices Claudia is watching. When she invites Claudia to join them, Claudia chooses not to and leaves. Reese and Naya take this to mean that Claudia is just too much of a killjoy and doesn't enjoy embracing the holiday season and having fun. However, when I read this, I was able to see that this is more showing that Claudia is misunderstood. She wants to be closer with her loved ones and have holiday fun too. She just doesn't know the best way to approach them. And it's pretty clear that she is curious about this Kendall person who has swooped in to help her family. There is a lot more I would like to say about Claudia, but I've got to keep this review spoiler free. So if you want to know more about this character, I suggest you go off and grab a copy of this book.
Young Naya is not the only one on a quest of self-discovery. Her Uncle Reese has to learn a few things about himself too.
The last character I wish to have a little chat with all of you about is Reese. Reese's issue is that he wants to return to his lifestyle, but he can't. With his sister's passing, Reese has to be there more for his niece Naya, meaning he's going to have to make more time for his niece in addition to changing things around so that he can be there for her. Doing that means he is going to have to spend more time with his mother, who he does not have the best relationship with. Trying to deal with his grief along with all these new changes is very difficult for him. Thankfully, he has a girlfriend, so naturally as his girlfriend, she is there for him emotionally and is very supportive all through this major transition in his life. Just kidding, Reese's girlfriend is extremely selfish and a little crazy. But I guess the coochie is that good because Reese has a bad habit of trying to appease her instead of questioning how well they work together and why are they together. But where his girlfriend isn't there for him emotionally, Kendall is, which does get him thinking about making some new changes to his life.
My lovelies, allow me just a moment to discuss with you one of the core messages of this story.
One of this story's core messages that I absolutely love that the author put emphasis on is the importance of self-love. Kendall speaks to Naya a lot about how you should ignore what others think and take pride in yourself. Even though the whole fitting in and social trends is worse for someone when they are a teenage human because they are still young enough to think that all that nonsense is important, even adults tend to forget that at the end of the day, you need to not waste your time with what others think and love yourself. And I feel that this story gives a very nice reminder that you as a person matters and you should never forget that.
All right, my lovelies, let me tell you this story's rating. So, when it comes to A Perfectly Fine Christmas by L.A. Jill Hunt, I am giving it the rating of 5 butterflies out of 5. This book earned those butterflies, my lovelies, because it was just a wonderful read. I cannot recommend it enough. So, if you are looking to have a very lovely Christmas, I suggest you grab yourself a copy of A Perfectly Fine Christmas. And with that, my lovelies, I would like to give you a quick note. So, you probably heard this from other YouTubers. YouTube has been unsubscribing people for channels they subscribe to. I don't know why they're doing this. Part of me thinks the algorithm went rogue a long time ago and they just don't want to do anything about it because they don't know what to do. Either way, my lovelies, if you subscribe to me, please check and make sure you are still subscribed to me. That would really help out this channel. And also, if you want this channel to grow and for me to bring you more fabulous book reviews, please give this video a like. Leave me a little comment. And if you have not yet, slap the subscribe subscribe button like it owes your money. And don't forget to give that little notification bell a ring. And with that, my lovelies, this video is a wrap. Now you please come with me as we dance into some holiday magic.